most live show that we've
You're
ever
This is the
done.
most live show.
You're welcome,
This-
son.
This is the Level Up Show podcast, and hello, everyone.
Mhm. We've never
Yep.
been more live than right now.
No, we've never winged it as much as this. I guess your host, Ralph, for now.
Yeah.
And joining me is a man who, much like James Franco in Spring Breakers, except not Scarface, he has The Grudge on repeat.
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah, man, that movie, not very good. Not very good. At least the American version.
I saw
But-
the American version in the theater when it came out, and I remember not liking it at all. So
Do you remember Sarah Michelle Gellar messing with her boyfriend's alarm clock to have morning sex?
no, that
She
seems like
apparently
that was a horror
she
scene right
adjusted
there.
it so it would go off an hour earlier.
Just like him. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
I was like, did you just not have sex with him the night before, or
It's
I
a
don't
good
know.
relationship when you have to trick your partner into having sex.
Yeah, because he's all like, "Oh, I want to be late for an exam." She's like, "No, you're banging me because I set the clock an hour forward, or forward behind, one of the two, whichever one gave them extra time."
She is daylight savings or the other
Yeah.
one.
Well, I think that's how they do it in Japan, right? That's the daylight savings in Japan, because that's where she was living.
That does take place in Japan. The
Yeah,
American one. I didn't.
yeah,
Man, that's stupid. I didn't recall that. But
yeah. It's pretty dumb.
how's
I
it
don't-
compared to the Wii game?
I have never put that game in my Wii or my Wii U, so I can't make a judgment call there.
Okay.
I
Well,
would probably like the Wii game more than that movie, but
yeah. I wondered. I feel like they should have like adapted that into a VR experience, but
I
don't
don't know. It's a lot of black hair. You want to see all that black hair?
I mean, they got that Paranormal Activity VR thing, but whatever. It's just a horror movie, I guess.
The best part. So this girl, her mom is the one that's having like the one who's haunted initially. Well, yeah, I think initially haunted. For some reason, she's not dead. I don't remember what happened to mom. Mom might have died, might not have died, but she's working at wherever she works. She gets a phone call. Ghost totally pranked her. Yeah.
What?
Making some weird noises in the phone. The ghost is a punk.
Man, Ghost has got like his own reality show where he just pranks
Yeah.
calls people.
Yeah, it's back in the days with the flip phones. So
Okay, so that was very possible
yeah,
because only ghosts know how to operate those.
yeah. Apparently, so yeah. I've never seen the sequels, but either. So I don't know if they're any better or not. I'm assuming the Japanese version. It's weird though because I think the guy who did the Japanese version also did the American version. But the
That's
American
weird when
version's-
that happens because I feel like
Yeah.
it's happened a few times with different stuff.
Yeah, just I don't know. Maybe it's just too old. The movie's probably just too old. Maybe if I would have saw it back in 2003 or 4, it would have. I think it still would have been funny that the ghost pranked her, but
Probably, possibly. Well,
Yeah.
not joining us tonight, not yet, is
No.
Derek.
I mean,
He's
he looks like an icon right or an image right now.
yeah, he does. He should join us at some point. Right now, he's tearing ass around heaven, spreading the good
Mhm.
word about Assassin's Creed, I guess, since he's all into that now.
Yeah, I think it was the extra statue dong that got him into the series, but he was waiting for that.
That's good because it worked. I guess we'll just talk about some news, and I'm only going to talk about the news that you care about. Actually,
Okay.
I'm not. The big news of the week, except it's not. Remember that game 13 XIII on
Mhm.
PS2, Xbox, GameCube? It is being remade by Play Magic. I was gonna look up and see who that was, and I forgot. And
Is Randy Pitchford involved in that? Or,
probably,
uh,
yeah. Published by Microids, who does. They put out that flashback. Well, that might be. They put out Gear Club Unlimited in the second one, and I am blanking on the other game.
What is
Maybe
Gear
Siberia.
oh,
It's a racing game. I think they did the Switch version of Siberia, just like published it. I don't know.
yeah.
Microids. How do you feel about 13?
I
Play that
don't
again?
remember. I don't remember much about it. I remember sniping people.
Was it hard? Because for some reason I thought it was hard, but
I don't remember. I got through it, but I don't remember. I could have swore that so I never could tell what the name, like how to write out the name of that game, because it says 13 in Roman numerals, but I could have swore my PS2 copy also has 13 spelled out on the cover.
yeah, might.
But
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
side, on the side, I'm looking at right now, on the side it just has the Roman numerals. So
What's the spine of the comic book say?
was there one?
Do comic books have spines? I guess they do sometimes.
Well,
I mean, yeah, it's
they're
based on
usually too thin to see
Yeah.
anything.
It's based on either a graphic novel or a comic series. I forget which. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that was-
I don't remember much about it. I don't know what all it's going to be. It's probably not a very long game.
Probably not. Seems kind
It's
of
gonna
weird.
you think it's going to have multiplayer?
Probably because I remember playing it 4-player split screen locally, of course, because
Mhm.
this was the early 2000s.
Who are the other
Rural
characters?
Missouri. Odd Job and Jaws,
Okay,
and
yeah.
no, I don't remember
Mhm.
it all. I don't even know why we played it 4 players. I think it's because we had it. We had 4 GameCube controllers.
Yeah,
We made it happen.
it gives
Oh.
all 4 the same character.
Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, 13. That seems kind of weird. That license must have been cheap or like whatever.
Well, wasn't there
I
a
don't
movie
know.
called 13 that had ghosts in it?
13 Ghosts. I think that.
Yeah.
Well, there's that movie called 13 about the 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I have too. That movie's
Yeah.
fucked up.
It was pretty weird, yeah.
13. Wonder. Too bad it wasn't like a cell shaded version of that movie. Like
Apparently,
Why not?
like there's alternative. So 13, the movie 13 Ghosts has like 3 titles. 13 Ghosts spelled out fully, 13 and the number 13, and then Ghosts. And then they put 13 into the word 13 and then Ghosts. So
this is a math problem. I'm
yeah,
afraid.
feel like you should probably just have one title. Stick with it.
No, I mean, nah. Like that Fantastic Four movie that came out a few years ago. Like it would be spelled out on the poster like Fant 4 stick because they turned the A into the second A. I can't spell it.
Did they get
second A
Fanta?
into a 4.
Did they get Fanta involved in that?
I should have. It would have been a better film. Next up here we got the all digital Xbox One, meaning no hard drive. No, that's not right. No disk drive. You can't even can't download or save anything.
Yeah,
No.
you just gotta put in an SD card and play it off of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No disk drive, priced at $250 at launch. Any thoughts about that?
no, I don't think that's gonna sell very well, right?
I mean,
PSP Go didn't sell very well, did it?
no. I mean, I feel like this is way too expensive, but I mean,
Yeah,
you mentioned they
guarantee,
would probably
yeah.
drop it. I don't like the idea of. I mean, even if they would have put it at less than 200, I'd feel better about it at launch because 250. I don't know. That seems like way too much.
They're doing their streaming thing too, and I thought they were using like the original Xbox One technology to do it. So I don't know. Maybe they just have a bunch of extras and they just want to sell them, and they did the all digital one. I have no idea. It's weird. or
Is
they're
this
testing something for the next gen. Who knows what they're doing?
Yeah. Is this
Yeah.
box smaller? Did we ever figure that out?
I don't know. I didn't read to see if it was smaller or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have looked into that, but
They should have changed the color again.
yeah, the green.
Yeah, just made it red so that it looks like Nintendo.
You turn it into a cube, put a handle on it, take that
Yeah.
hard drive out. Yeah. You got to buy memory cards too.
Yeah.
All right. All digital Xbox One. The biggest news I guess I have for the week. Hopefully
I think it comes with a bunch of games too, doesn't it?
it comes
you buy
with like
at least 2 or 3.
Minesweeper and
Yeah.
Solitaire.
Some antivirus software. No.
Yeah, free trial.
Yeah.
It removes Minesweeper every time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I didn't read about that part, but yeah, I'd assume it'd come with like trials of, Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass and shit like that. But well, how do you feel about PlayStation 5?
I'm definitely ready for it. I wish it was this year, but it's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be next year.
It's already out. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. PlayStation 5.
There might
it
be
has
Chinese knockoff PlayStation 5 right now. I don't know.
probably the Soldier Boy put out.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5. What can you tell me about that? I know you know what's going on with it.
Well, for what it sounds like it's going to be a pretty big leap. The 8K stuff probably is a bunch of nonsense. It's probably like when they said the PS3 was going to do 1080, and then only like 2 or 3 games actually did 1080. So I'm not sure where they're going with that unless they think it's going to be like another like 10-year thing. Because almost like there's probably how many? Do you think quite a few people have 4K TVs now, or do you think it's probably really low percentage?
I guess it's still pretty low, like maybe 20% or less, but I have no idea.
Yeah. Did you know they had HD VHS tapes?
What?
That was like the first. Well, I guess not. The Laserdisc might have been the first, one of the two, either Laserdisc or the HD VHS tapes. But yeah, I was watching some guy who bought. I think there's only like a handful of actual releases for it, and it was pretty weird, but it's kind of cool. The boxes were cool.
Was Speed one of them?
No, I don't know. I have to go back and check. I hope it was, but yeah. I mean, from what they announced, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty big leap over PS4. They only confirmed PS4 backwards compatibility, nothing else. So I don't know if they're holding that off or that was just rumors that aren't going to come true. That'd be a bummer.
Yeah, I sure hope. Like,
yeah.
I mean, my ideal scenario for me is if it plays everything from PlayStation 1 and then you can stream all that shit right from the PS5. I think that'd be really awesome because I'd love to stream some real garbage PS1, PS2 games or Ride to Hell,
And apparently the new PSVR stuff and that's supposed to be backwards compatible, which is not a big surprise.
Yeah, that's cool.
The SSD thing was kind of a shocker to me. Like, I'm wondering how expensive that's going to be and how much storage that will. But I don't know. Maybe that's cheaper now.
Yeah, there was some article today where I don't have it open. Where someone from Sony said the PS5 was going to launch at an affordable price, but an appealing price. Here we go. I found it.
I bet it's 400 or 500, but
yeah,
I don't think they'll do 600 again. 600 is probably too much.
So. Hope not. Mark Cerny said that. I believe that we will be able to release it at a suggested retail price that will be appealing to gamers in light of its advanced feature set. So yeah, probably 500 or 400.
Yeah. There's something else I was going to say that I can't remember. Yeah, supposedly there's supposed to be a significant upgrade into its ability to actually do like world simulation and stuff like that. So things like that will make it make them be able to make games in a in a very different way. Hopefully, because that's what seems like something we kind of missed with the PS4, Xbox One. Seemed like we got a lot of nicer looking games, but not really like a big leap in like how people can make games, I guess, unless you think of like the indie stuff, but people were kind of able to do that before. It's just there wasn't a big push for it.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is like the SSD. Like I saw people saying there's going to be like no load times, and that is ridiculous because people already have PCs that use SSDs to play their games, and there's still load times. It's just going to be quicker. So
I got some stats for you right here. I've already read this. Mark Cerny, during this interview I've been quoting from Wired, was talking to him. Mark Cerny load up Man onto the dev kit for the PS5. Okay, so on a PS4 Pro, it took 15 seconds to load into the game's open world. On the dev kit, it took 0.8 seconds.
Yeah, but and the part of the problem too is that he's running a PlayStation 4 game on a hardware that's much more. Oh, he's doing the dev kit for the PS5, not the. Is that what he's talking about? Dev kit for PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like much more powerful hardware that he's running an older game with.
Yeah, but
yeah.
people see that and they're like, "Holy shit, I gotta get one of those." Even though, because I mean, people are familiar with Spider-Man, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, it always like it's so weird to me too that we'll get like PS2 games and PS3 games that will get ported over and they'll still perform poorly, but on PS4, Xbox One. But I think most of that's because of the CPU. The CPU is old as hell.
Yeah. So when do you think this is coming out? Fall.
Hopefully next year. Yeah, hopefully next year. And he mentioned like what the thing that also confuses me, which I don't know if he cleared up in that interview, is I think he mentioned that there's going to be PS4 games coming out also on PS5, which is naturally true because it's backwards compatible. So of course, but does he mean that there's going to be a PS5 version that is better, or do you automatically get the better version, or what is like? I don't know if they clarified that. Like, is it cross-gen releases or what? That's weird.
Yeah, it said I was reading something about Death Stranding is probably going to be a cross-gen release, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I guess you have to buy 2 copies, but
well, you bought 2 copies of Call of Duty Ghosts, right? When it was on PS3 and PS4.
2 copies of Aliens, Colonial Marines. Does that count?
Was one of them on PS4?
Might as well be.
It's that good. Yeah. I mean, I guess the future's here because also that leak or rumor or whatever it was about that smaller model of the Switch coming out this fall.
Yeah. Do you think that looks fake as hell, or have you seen it?
I forgot to look at it unless you shared a picture of it.
I didn't bother sharing a picture of it because to me it looks like it's clearly a case for a Switch and not an actual Switch. Because the shoulder, the shoulder buttons at the top, they're like hollowed out, and that's not what a Switch would look like. That's what a case would look like. So I don't know how that thing became a thing, but people were freaking out over it.
It's real. Yeah, I think it's weird. So maybe this is it.
You see the back of a Switch that looks greenish blue.
This one's just gray. Oh, it just says here's what it could look like.
Yeah. So those were other images that I was looking at. And those look like believable, like that could actually be what it ends up being. But
that looks kind of like a Wii U pad.
Sort of. Somebody posted something different that was like just the back of the Switch, and it was like a tealish green color, bluish kind of, but it looks like it was definitely fake. So I don't know why it blew up.
Because it's very real. So this smaller Switch gonna be $200 supposedly. Joy-Cons do not detach, but it could still hook to a TV somehow. So I don't know. I wonder if that means you can just play it, use the Switch as a controller while it's plugged into the TV. I don't really know, because otherwise you're going to have to buy a separate controller.
Yeah, I thought they. Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Because I think they still want you to dock it, right? But now you can't take the controllers out, or the controller out.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless, yeah, that's weird. I think it's really odd that you can even hook it to a TV. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, unless that part of the rumor or leak thing is just wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, who knows? I mean, I believe it's coming out this fall, but I don't know about any of the actual details. Otherwise,
I can't imagine it being under $200. That seems crazy. Because
I mean,
it took a while for the 3DS to drop that low, right?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it should be under $200, but yeah, I don't know if it will. But I mean, I guess if they put that at $200, and they could still be, because the other rumor was the whatever the more advanced Switch that's coming out, or call it Switch XL if you want. The rumor was that got delayed, because I thought it might have been coming out this fall, so it got delayed till next year.
This is going to do 8K and.
You mean 800p? Yeah. Maybe.
Oh man.
So, I mean, I guess if they put out this mini version at $200, they could still sell the regular one at $300 instead of giving it a price drop.
What if they brought the 3D back?
Or like half the screen is 3D and you have to hold it backwards.
Yeah. They just put like a 3D like hologram on the back of the Switch, and you could look at that.
Or like one of them seeing eye puzzle things.
Yeah. It's like a boat in the back or something.
It never knew it was a boat. I thought it was a birthday cake. It was a boat. I feel like I should have more news, but I don't. Derek probably has some. He's probably
I got
yelling.
Some more news that you might not like, but did you hear about the Randy Pitchford thing, saying that Troy Baker turned down to reprising his role as one of the Borderlands characters for Borderlands 3, and then Troy Baker said he was never even approached by Gearbox.
Who do you
Randy
voice?
Pitchford tried to walk that back. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I think he was from Tales of the Borderlands. It's like Rice, maybe RHYS. I don't know how to say
Reese.
Reese.
Was he like? I think he's the main character in that. Derek would definitely know. Yeah, that sounds like a Randy Pitchford scenario.
I don't like why. Like, I've watched videos with Troy Baker, and as like him or not like him, he really cares about the characters that he plays, and he actually he likes video games. He's not just a voice actor that is doing it because he's an actor. He actually is doing it because he really likes video games, and he plays them. So if you say that if you try to call him out publicly on Twitter, there's no chance that he is not going to respond and correct you. So I don't know why Randy would even bother doing that. So
that's mind blowing. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I like everything Troy Baker's been in, he always does a good job. So
yeah,
man,
because like that Tales of Vesperia thing, he wasn't approached for that either. They didn't even ask him to reprise his role for that. So
yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, they probably, but they didn't come out and say like. Yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't do what Randy did and say we tried to contact Troy. He said no.
His phone was disconnected, man. Mm-hmm. His email was disconnected too.
Yeah, they accidentally called Dusty Baker on accident.
Man, I thought Dusty Rhodes when you said Dusty Baker. That's not the right person.
No, well, are they both? One's dead. I don't know if they're both dead.
I don't actually.
I think Dusty Baker's still coaching, isn't he?
He was within the last couple of years, but I don't know.
The Nationals or was it the Dodgers? Or
he was with the Nationals, but I think he got fired a couple of years ago. Yeah. I don't know. I don't keep up with baseball as much as I used to.
He's still alive. He's but I don't think he's a coach anymore.
He's probably on like ESPN or something.
Yeah, 69 years old.
Man, he could still be coaching then.
Yeah,
definitely.
Cubs could get him back.
Yeah, he was on the Reds forever too.
Yeah.
Man.
Did he ever win a World Series?
No. Well, I don't know. I know he's lost a few. I thought. Man, I don't even know.
I
Actually, I
think
don't know
he
if he ever
won one
made.
as a player. Yeah, it looks like he's 1981.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, wait, no. Wait, yeah, it's the World Series championship 91. Did he win or did he just get there? I think he
What
won.
team was it?
The Dodgers in 81
81. Yeah, that's probably right.
as a player, not as a coach.
Okay.
As a player coach, no.
That's what LeBron does.
Just seems like that's what every basketball player is, player coach.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, who I think it was Jimmy Butler. I was watching one of
Hot
those
Wings thing?
Hot Wings interviews with Jimmy Butler, and the way he talked about it was he talked about college level versus pro level, and about how like coaches are actually coaching at the college level, but when it gets to the pro level, everybody's kind of like an adult out there to have some other adult trying to tell you how to play basketball. He thinks is weird. So which pretty much sounds like there is no coaching in the NBA.
That's why he's so coachable and
Yeah.
a great teammate. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Carmelo Anthony play, I would agree. Yeah, it seems like there's no coaching going on.
Oh man. Well, I guess do you have any more news besides that hot tip?
No, no, I don't think I have seen anything else that's worth talking about.
Okay. Speaking of not worth talking about, I guess we can move on to stuff we've been playing, and I can go
Yeah,
into we'll save yours for last.
okay.
I finished Yoshi's Crafted World. I know Derek's been playing it. I don't know how far is it.
Did you get all the costumes?
No, after a while, I just kind of wanted to finish it.
Do you even know how many costumes there are?
I'd assume it's close to 100.
It's all random too, right?
Well, there's like a little, it's like a gumball machine looking thing in just about every little world. That's probably not quite right, but I think each one of them has 10 inside of it. So, I mean, I think it's the same. I think it's just that one has those 10 in it. It's not like you can get, it has to be, one costume has to be out of one machine. It can't be in any of them, if that makes any sense.
But you can get duplicates though, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, so okay, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We have to get a bunch of coins to use the machine, right?
Yeah, and like the further you get, the more expensive they are. So I think they start out at 100 coins, and then I think 250 coins is the last machine I saw.
Do you wish that they put the Shenmue guy in there making comments after you get the costume out of the machine? I don't know.
Maybe I should get another. Yeah, that'd be nice. And then him using the forklift to carry my costumes away.
Yeah,
that'd be wonderful.
Do some forklift racing. Yeah.
Isn't that one of those? Is it Sega and Sonic All Stars? No, Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Rio is in that, and he drives a forklift.
Like fast, or
maybe it turns into a forklift. You definitely have a forklift at some point. Yeah.
Does it slow you down?
I don't know. Forklifts are fast.
Are they? Like, what's the top speed on a forklift? Like, is it like golf cart fast or slower than that?
All the
ones you can go like 20 miles an hour or something like that on a golf cart.
Well, you might be able to get close to that on a good forklift.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Most of my used in like a grocery store or whatever were not that fast.
Yeah,
which is probably for the best. Because I would have ran into some shit.
Yeah, I feel like you probably should not have a fast forklift in a very small, confined space, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's America, though. People want to go fast.
Yeah, they do. Just like Sonic.
Yeah.
And Rio.
And Sonic, or no?
Yeah, a lot of Sonic. Yeah, Yoshi. I don't know. I like that game, but I mean, I think I beat it in like 7 hours. I don't know, and I was kind of ready for it to be over at like 5. So
Did you ever put on the Mario costume?
no, I didn't like the idea of wearing a costume because it made your character look bigger, and
Was
I
there a
thought it would throw
baby?
me off.
Was there a baby Mario costume?
I didn't see one. I mean, I guess the any like Nintendo character costumes would have come from Amiibo, and I don't think there's a baby Mario Amiibo, and I don't know if it would differentiate between a baby Mario and a Mario Amiibo, but who knows?
Yeah, they should be able to, but I don't know. I guess it's just if they did it in the game. But
Yeah, because I don't know what I tried to use.
I don't know if you'd want to risk putting the baby Mario on there.
Yeah, probably not.
You might
I mean, I
just change
know
the soundtrack.
so many cries.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 3 different Metroid related amiibo, and they all are the same thing when you scan them into something. Like 2 of them are Samus and different poses, and then the other one is an actual Metroid.
Where do you even scan this at on the Switch?
It's on the right Joy-Con. No, that's not right. It's just I think you just do it on the screen on the Switch. On the Wii U, it was on the right side. Actually, maybe in the left. There's like a little square on the gamepad.
Yeah, I still have not tried it. I have that one that I'm pretty sure would register if I got it close enough, but I just have not tried it.
Oh, that Zelda or
Yeah.
Wolf Link or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what that would get me.
It's just a link. So I don't know if it gave me anything. I scanned it in Yoshi, and I don't think it. I think it just gave me the amiibo box, but I could be wrong. The amiibo box is pretty good though. So
Yeah, is it have the back open or no?
the front's open
No.
where your
Oh,
where, where your character is.
well, I just because I saw that there was a truck one and he put on the truck costume and the back was open so you could see his butt, Yoshi's butt while he's walking.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, I guess I don't know. I need to put it on, go through a level probably.
yeah,
So I mean, I guess I could say this is probably the best game I've played this year, but honestly, that's not saying a whole lot. I mean, that's come out this year because I haven't played a whole lot that's come out this year yet.
I think I have 5 games, but I haven't really played much either.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or Travis Strikes Again, and I think it's just probably a little better of a game than that.
But you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, though.
Not yet. Waiting on that.
The Switch version.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the busted ass Switch version. Where happened? Maybe
Oh,
like.
whoa. Did you get the Hellblade Switch version?
No.
Seems like they actually did a decent job of that. Like, it doesn't look as good, but it looks good enough.
Okay.
And I guess the Cuphead one looks pretty much exactly the same as the Xbox One version. So
That's good. Yeah. Supposedly that's getting a physical version at some point. So
yeah, when is that happening? I tried looking on Amazon, it wasn't there.
yeah, I don't know. I've heard no details other than Studio MDHR or whoever develops Cuphead mentioned it.
What would the price be for a physical version?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because I don't know what a Microsoft related Switch physical game would be priced at. I'm guessing 30.
Yeah, I was wondering too, like what's gonna be on the box? Like, is it on the back? Is it gonna say Microsoft or?
Probably on the Wii U version of Minecraft, it says Microsoft on the back.
It's weird.
I could go get it, but I'm not going.
I bet the PS4 version of Minecraft says it too.
Probably.
That's interesting. But I don't know. I wish they would just either do a physical Xbox One. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna get the Switch one because like it sounds like they all pretty much look the same because the way they did the artwork, you can't really tell a difference between any version.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just get the Switch one.
I mean, I don't really remember. I feel like maybe the load times were a little long on the Xbox One version, so maybe they're a little longer on switch. But I mean, I think it was just like between levels. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it. But
They play like an episode of Three Little Pigs between while it's loading.
it should, but it's like, hold on, this load's going to be even longer. We're going to play this
This old ass episode of Three Little Pigs.
This brick house, straw house bullshit.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Puck. Yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World. I also finished another game. Finished it today. Darksiders War Mastered Edition.
Whoa!
On the
You went all the
Switch.
way through that.
Went all the way through it.
Did you have any trouble?
15 hours. No, there's kind of like this one boss. I don't know. How well do you remember it? How you feel about that?
I remember the beginning more than I remember the ending because I played the beginning a couple times.
Okay.
There was this one boss in like a giant open circle that was like a bird type thing. Does that sound right? Or is it a different type? I think it was like one of the first bosses you fight, and I remember that giving me a little bit of trouble the first time, and then after that, I don't remember too much.
I don't remember. Do you remember getting the portal gun thing? Where
No, I don't.
where there's like these round symbols on these walls in this one dungeon, and so you shoot like the first circle and it's orange, and then you shoot it on another circle somewhere else and it's blue, and then you walk into the orange one, you come out the blue. Just like Portal. The worst part about that game was that dungeon was way too long. And there was a boss in there that I had kind of trouble with, but I mean, it took like 5 or 6 times.
It seems weird that they put that in there. I don't remember using it, but
I think it's in the second one also because my dad just finished Darksiders 2. I think I mentioned that last week. He actually started New Game Plus on that and was going through it again. But he was talking about that same, I think it's called the Void Walker. That same thing is in Darksiders 2, he says.
They should put that in Farming Simulator.
Yeah. It's like, man, I really wish I could move this corn over there.
Yeah. And then like if you go to the market, you just use the gun and then you come back to your farm immediately. So shoot one in the market, shoot one at your farm, and then instant.
Bad idea. And you like try to fuck the hole and your dick's like coming out in the market. What?
Oh man, you think you get in trouble for that?
Well, I don't know.
A decent exposure, or
it seems like a decent idea to me.
or put one in your bedroom or next to your bed, and put one right in front of your toilet, and then you just never have to walk to the bathroom.
Okay. Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Or one at your local Taco John's, and then one at your toilet, and then
No middleman.
Yeah. That way you don't have to use their bathroom because you never know what state that's going to be in.
Oh man, yeah. So it's basically a glory hole, is what this is.
Yeah. I mean, it could definitely be used for the wrong reasons or the right reasons, depending on your view.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Darksiders, the final boss wasn't that hard. I mean, I played on normal. I don't know. I'm not gonna play it on hard. Yeah. So towards the end, like after that dungeon I was talking about with the glory hole, and then you have to like something happens. It's like, oh, you need this Armageddon blade to murder Abaddon, whatever. That might not be right with the plot, the way it lines up. It's like, go find all these pieces of the Armageddon blade. So you got to like go to every area again, basically, and find the piece.
I remember doing that crap. Yeah.
Thankfully, it's marked on the map where it is, but I still had. There's one of them I could see it, but I didn't know how to get up to it. So, I finally figured that out, but it took a little longer than I wanted.
Do they mention the other horsemen in that? Because I feel like Fury was not part of the thing. They made Fury up for the third one.
They don't mention. I feel like they mentioned death. Like, I mean, you just see like at the end, not to spoil anything, but it's like War's there. Then you can see like 3, almost looks like meteors in the sky. So it's the other 3 horsemen coming down, and then the game
Yeah.
just like ends. But I don't think they mentioned them by name. But we can move on to Darksiders 3, which I started playing today on PS4.
Mm.
And that one, yeah, like all four of them are there, which, yeah, Strife is the fourth one.
Which is weird because that's not either, right? Isn't it?
I don't think
Death,
so.
war, pestilence, and then famine.
Foot fungus. Let me, I don't know, let me confirm this. That sounds right, but.
Because they had the four horses in Red Dead.
In WCW.
You know, conquest, war, famine, and death.
Conquest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, who were the four horsemen of WCW? Is what I want to know. I know it was
the
Ric
white
Flair.
horse, the red horse, the black horse, the pale horse.
Okay. What we got? We got you want the original four horsemen? Is that what we want here?
Like Steve Mongo McMichael, or
He was
I've
not
seen
original.
was he the fifth horse?
He was.
horseman?
He may have been the seventh. Wow.
Hmm.
No, later than that. Holy shit. Three horsemen. I don't know. I don't want to read all this. I don't know where Mongo McMichael comes in. But the
Yeah.
original four, man, I forgot how much Steve McMichael sucked. The original four horsemen: Ric Flair, Ollie Anderson, Arn
Mhm.
Anderson, Tully
Yeah.
Blanchard.
Yeah, the Blanchard is the one I never remember. I remember those other three, but
And they broke Dusty Rhodes' ankle and hand. Okay. They
like
broke.
actually broke it or pretend broke it.
I'm assuming it was a very real break. No, I don't. I'm guessing it's fake. They also broke Ricky Morton's nose, who was a member of the Rock and Roll Express. I don't know.
Was it Shawn Michaels in that?
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something because Shawn Michaels had a tag team partner that he like threw a window.
Yeah, man, I forgot. Too bad Derek's not here so to help us talk about wrestling. I forgot what they were called. But yeah,
Marty
he wasn't a tag
Jannetty,
team.
Rockers, close but not quite.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
don't know. Rock and Roll Express. I've heard the term before, but I don't know who's in it.
yeah, I just closed it. I just know it was Ricky Morton and someone else, probably
Okay.
John Cena.
Marty Jannetty still alive, not dead. So
That's good to hear. He's not in the Hall of Fame though.
no.
Darksiders 3. Darksiders 3. I played it for like an hour, I think. That game is really cool. I'm a little surprised how much I like it so far. Because like it didn't get great reviews when it came out, but there's been some updates to it. Like I know you can choose different combat styles now, like how you play the game. So with Darksiders 3, they've changed the combat to where I feel is like more Dark Souls like, where you have to be more methodical. You just can't mash and dodge. You have to be more careful. But so that's how the game launched, and then they have an option now where it's like you want classic combat or whatever this combat is. I picked classic, and it feels just like Darksiders 1 and 2. Like it's like the enemies could still fuck you up pretty easily if you're not careful, but I've only died once, and I just kind of didn't want to use potions or whatever the hell they are. But the game even has like almost an equivalent of an Estus flask. It's I don't remember what it's called, but I don't even know when it regenerates. Because with an Estus flask, when you're at a bonfire is when it regenerates or whatever. And this one, it just seems like after a while, it just starts refilling.
Looks like the other ones, or do you think they made it look different? The game.
It looks pretty similar, I'd say. I mean, the enemies look. I mean, I haven't been that far yet, I guess, but I think the enemies look a little different, but that's not saying much. I mean, the whole game looks better, but of course it does because it's on PS4 and Switch version
Was
didn't look too
War
hot.
dick to all the humans like Fury is, or no? Just- Or have you
I don't.
gotten far enough to see Fury talk to some humans? Because I watched somebody
Oh
play it
yeah,
a little bit. Fury was kind of a jerk to the humans.
yeah. She's coming around. Like she's trying to. Ulthane, who was that guy in the first one who had the giant hammer. He was
Yeah,
like
he
the
looked
big.
familiar. I couldn't remember if he was in the first or not.
Yeah, he like helps build the Armageddon blade when I want to say Thor when when Thor gets to pieces. Um, Ulthane wants Fury to help these humans out, so she does. Like, I don't know. Okay, so it's got like an Estus flask equivalent. It also, if you die, you lose all your. They're not souls, but well, actually, I think they are souls because I think that's what the currency is in those games. And
Uh,
then you gotta go pick them up. But it just
you get all of them back, or do you only get some of them back?
you get all of them. I
Okay.
mean, it's definitely. I mean, I don't know about what the. I'm gonna have to try like the regular combat or whatever combat they've made. Well, it's called advanced. I'm gonna have to try the advanced combat out at some point, but and then you like just like walk into an area and you just see like this big evil looking enemy just standing there, and then there's like something shiny behind it, which just reminded me of a Souls game for some reason. It's
Yeah.
like you could go over there and fuck with that thing, but you don't have to. And then I just like go over there, and it wasn't that hard. So they took a lot of cues from those games. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah,
But
that is kind of weird.
it doesn't seem like a detriment to it yet. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. Like Volgrim's in there, and like Volgrim, every time you find him, it's like a serpent hole or like a fast travel point. And there's a lot of them in Darksiders 3. Like I feel like in the first hour I've seen Volgrim more than I saw out of the entire first Darksiders game.
Do you actually use the fast travel stuff that much though, or have you not gotten far enough that you would need to?
I haven't not in this one, I haven't gotten far enough, but in the first one you needed to. I mean, you could like you'd get like different abilities and you'd be like, oh, I remember back in that one area where I could use this thing now, so you wanted to go back and get some extra shit. So yeah, I like it so far, but yeah, I'm only like an hour in.
I keep waiting for it to drop to 20. It won't. It's been $40 on Amazon for a long time.
Yeah, I was like real hot on Darksiders here lately, and I saw like Target had that buy one get one half off, and it was $40. And this is probably dumb, but I saw I could pre-order Team Sonic Racing, which I kind of I kind of want to play for some reason, and it's also going to be $40 when it comes out in May.
Is that
So
on everything, or is that on Switch?
they only had the Switch version for pre-order, but it's on everything. I'm hoping the Switch version runs at 60 frames a second, but I'm guessing it doesn't, and the rest of them do.
That'd be kind of weird. I mean, hopefully it does, because I think don't they normally want? Is it like a kart racer, pretty much?
Yeah,
I think they
yeah,
usually
like
those do that, but I don't know.
the Sonic and what Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed on Wii U, which was the last Sonic kart racing game. It was only 30.
So
I
you
don't
gonna
know
get
what.
a Crash Bandicoot one too?
Probably. I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'll get it at launch since I'm getting that Sonic game because the Crash one comes out in June and Sonic comes out in May. So it's like I don't know if I want kart racing games that close together. But
Did you end up getting Dangerous Driving?
no, but I'm gonna get it when it drops in price. Like reviews haven't been super hot, which I think we went over and surmised the score last week, but it looks
Yeah.
like it's fun enough. And I mean, I don't want to pay $40 for it, that's for sure.
Did you watch Metal Jesus play it?
No.
Yeah.
I saw that video was up. I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
watch him with that Paul guy. It's too much.
Yeah, I don't. I agree. I don't.
So I just don't watch those.
I don't. Did you see he put up a video about this Darksiders Switch version?
Yeah, I did, which was really weird. Because he's trying to make it sound like it was so weird for him to be buying a game because the cover was off, but
You know,
like it'd be right up his wheelhouse.
yeah. I just feel like he made that video because he has a lot of people who watch his shit to like drive up the demand for it
Yeah.
to make the price go up. But I don't know.
It is kind of interesting though that it happened because I know most likely it was probably an accident and they screwed it up. But if you ever wanted to sell out of your first shipment, that seems like that'd be a good idea to do the first misprint.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they could have just been like, "Hey, Metal Jesus, we're gonna ship you this copy," and then you talk about it on your channel. Like, that's foolproof.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to know if they like end up selling out of that first run completely just because they're misprint.
I mean, they claim they're making another version with the real art, but I don't know. I don't know if that meant they would replace them for people they wanted, which I'm sure is they wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't know what they meant.
I don't know what the numbers are for Darksiders, but since they like kind of dumped that third one out in December without really much publicity for it, I would think maybe Darksiders doesn't really sell that well or as well as other franchises do. So
Yeah,
I don't know how well it would have sold on Switch without the misprint.
yeah, it's hard to say. Apparently, the third one I've read some about Darksiders 3 the other day. It THQ Nordic said it was like it met their expectations sales wise.
Yeah,
Which made
what their expectations were.
It may have been pretty low. I mean, like the game, it
Yeah.
looks nice, but it does not look,
Yeah.
Like high end PS4 or Xbox One
Well, it's been
quality.
since didn't two come out like 2011 or something like that, or 2012?
12, one of them, yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely like it, but I don't know. It's got to go get to. I kept waiting for it to go on a GameFly sale.
So what do they do for this one though when they re-release it? Because Definitive Edition was kind of a stretch, but it works. More mastered works. I don't know what are they going to do with Fury, the Fast and Furious Edition.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'll have to think about that one. I don't know.
Edition? No, can't do that. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do when they re-release that, or they just put them all three out in one collection, and then I don't know what you call that either.
There's like a digital version because it was on PS4. Had it on sale recently on their PSN store, whatever it's called. It was like $12 for the first two Darksiders, the remastered versions.
Yeah,
but it was called like Fury's something collection. It's like, why is she involved?
Yeah, that seemed misleading because it sounded like you're getting the new game, but you're getting the old game.
Yeah, that's very odd. Well, yeah, Darksiders 3. I think that's all I've played. What do you got for us?
Man, what did I mean, I played the intro. Do you know what Remothered is?
No, to mother again.
Like, what does that even? What does that mean? What does Remothered even mean?
Like you went back in and came back out.
Yeah, like you just rewinded the footage of you walking out of the vagina and eating finch or whatever. So I've Remothered. I've watched the trailer for it or whatever, and it looked interesting. And I bought it for like $10 because it was on sale. Started it up, and oh man, the voice acting is so bad. Not make a good impression. Like you can immediately tell it is a budget style game, which I kind of knew, but it just the whoever put the trailer together, they did a good job. They made the game look a lot better than like it does when you actually play it for real. Um, but I'm not 100% sure what the game is. I think it's a lot of like hiding. It's supposed to be a scary game, so
Okay.
I don't know. It's
I
supposed
looked up some images here.
hiding like clock tower. I think still images of the game probably look fine, but when you watch it in motion and hear the characters talk, it's not good. It's not good. But I mean that's not going to be a deal breaker. I've enjoyed plenty of games that have had bad voice acting and bad animations, but the main character looks like the young. They start off the old version of your character, which I'm assuming that's the old version of your character, and then they goes to the young version of her, and she looks very much like Jodie Foster
Yep.
in Silence of the
I was
Lambs.
gonna say that Clarice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I like pretty much not really played any of that. I just got to the part where you get to see the young version of her. I have no idea what the hell is going to go on in that game or how goofy it's going to end up being because of that voice acting's awful. Thought it was supposed to be like a clock tower type thing, but I might be wrong. It might not be only just like running around hiding. There might be some other things going on. But
Is it playing on Xbox?
yeah, it's Xbox, PS4, PC.
Okay.
Like actual like if you go look it up in the store, the image that they show for the game, really good. They nailed that. But like the actual like if it was to have a physical version, I would assume that would be what the box would be. They nailed that part, but the rest, not so much.
Well, Limited Run will have that available before too long.
I was hoping they would. I would have bought that thing blind and then got it and been like, oh man, what did I just do? But I don't know. It's probably better than its initial impression. I hope.
Okay. There was some horror game coming out on Switch called The Padre, and
Yeah.
I was gonna look it up, but I forgot. I don't know if it's out yet either.
It's called The Letter too.
Another letter.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You get returned to sender. That's what happened.
Unable to forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game needs a remake from the team from Randy Pitchford's Play Magic Studio.
Yeah. You think he would just make it cell shaded?
Probably, and he'd be like, we tried to get Troy Baker to
Yeah.
get the letter to write this letter, but he wasn't available. He's got great penmanship.
What do they call that when you write really fancy?
Calligraphy,
Yeah, I think Troy Baker's
hieroglyphics.
I think he's got was it cuneiform? Is that the one where you do it on tablets? I think he's got some of those
sounds
skills.
right. Probably he's got it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah, I should do like they did like a Far Cry Primal, get that going for the letter.
Yeah. I found the letter, but I can't pick it up. It's very heavy.
Nobody can read actually, so you think the letter has a Wikipedia entry?
Probably. It's a hit. It's a hidden gem.
2014, is that when that game came out? Yeah.
Probably.
Treefall Studios.
Yeah.
Have they made anything else?
I hope not.
Game ranking score is 12.52%.
Okay.
Metacritic is 14 out of 100. This game sounds. They should like when they get a game that's this bad on Metacritic. They have that must play icon. They should attach that to.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, which is what the hell? Who is somebody commented about the negative response
For the letter.
Yeah. Oh, it was the maker or the creator of it. Just don't give up on the game yet if you're a hater out there, I guess. I'm working on it best I can. I had no money. I'm just getting started at this game development thing. Hopefully I'll be able to improve it, but we'll definitely learn from our past mistakes like what we've made with this one. there's a lot of people out there who have enjoyed it. So thank you a whole lot for your support. No, incorrect.
I mean, yeah, if he's just the first time doing it, messing around, not bad. But
Yeah, I mean,
people money for it, that's a different thing.
yeah, I mean, it was like $2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hidden gem.
you should have just made a tap to win game. Just keep tapping or something.
Yeah, and you get like a platinum trophy for.
Tap the mayo. Yeah.
You must protect the sanctity of the mail. I know this. So you got anything else on you?
No. I mean, I did play a little bit more Borderlands, but not really worth talking about. I did not hear Troy Baker's voice, and I do not know if they approached him to reprise the role he didn't have in the first one. But
they probably did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time for Surmise the Score. And actually, we don't have any. I don't know if I should. It's kind of dumb. I guess we can do one of these. Someone who's not here may have won on one of them.
Oh. I mean, what do you think his best game on that list is? We can take it off.
His favorite here?
Yeah.
Paperboy 2. Well, no, he said that was a bad game. Never mind.
Didn't he say all of them were bad, though?
All of them that he said, yeah.
We just take one off the top 100 for him.
Okay.
He's gone. Kingdom Hearts. Gone. No. I don't know which one he would consider the best on this list.
I don't know. They're all pretty bad. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards Driver 3 being the best game on here, but I don't know if that's right.
Oh yeah. It's definitely getting close. Leisure Suit Larry's probably not that bad.
That one's pretty bad. The one he picked.
I don't know about Shaq Fu. I never played it. Oh, he's got 2 Leisure Suit Larrys on here.
Yeah, I think they were both the PS3 360 ones.
I don't know about Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. That was like a PC game.
Bubsy 3D.
Stupidity. That's a rough game.
Bad Street Brawler. No, that's you. That's not him.
Gosh, that piece of shit.
He doesn't have very many left on here.
No, we took them all off. We're trying to get rid of all his picks.
So yeah. Oh, Rap Jam Volume 1. I don't know about that one.
Oh, it's a garbage, and I have it. Okay. Surmise the Score section of the show where we try to guess Metacritic scores for games that aren't out yet for some reason. And if we happen to get them right or close to right, we get to pick a game to remove from the top 100 games of all time list. So at some point, we're going to learn what the worst game of all time is according to the Level Up Show podcast. Right now, we have set in stone 58 of the worst games of all time.
Yeah.
So
there's a special guest that put one on the list here. We have a Ralpheus on the. I'm not sure.
I don't know that guy. But yeah, sounds
Friday 13th. It's been a special Friday 13th episode.
That was a good pick because that game is bad.
Yeah.
Well, we've surmised a lot of stuff lately, and we could go over 2 of them right now, but we'll save one. The one we can go over is Cuphead for the Switch, which just came out today, and it's rocking an 86 out of 100. So, man, this one's pretty tightly contested.
Can it be Game of the Year this year, or does it not? Does it not count?
I'd let it count for Derek at least.
Yeah.
If he picks it up.
I
don't
played some of the Xbox One, but not enough. At least I don't think he's played enough.
I mean, he only played it, I think, when I brought my Xbone over. I don't remember how much we played of it. I feel like that game's almost harder 2 players. But 86 out of 100. So coming in dead last with a guess of 91 was Ryan.
Oh, man.
He's kind of buried the winner here. Coming second with an 88 was Derek. and not nailing it, but close with a guess of 85 was Ralph.
I can't believe that game didn't break 90 or at least get 90. It seemed like everybody likes it.
Yeah, I think it's because it's hard. I feel like that's why people docked the Xbox version, but I don't know if that's right or not. It is hard, but
Is it like short or is it long or?
if you were good at it, like I don't know, if you knew what you were doing, you could probably beat the whole thing in less than an hour. I don't know if that's right. Less than 2 hours, I'd say. It took me at least, I'd say at least 6.
Does the story get weird at the end or?
I mean, you have an option that's pretty interesting that doesn't really. I mean, it just lets you go back to where you were if you picked the wrong option, but it's kind of interesting if you picked the wrong option at this one point. Yeah. I mean, it's a great game. It's hard, but I mean, just like an old ass side scrolling game is hard. Like you just got to learn patterns of stuff.
Like Bart's Nightmare.
Fuck that game. Well, actually, Bart versus the Space Mutants is a really bad Simpsons game.
I can't remember if I ever played that one. But like Bart's Nightmare stuck out the most to me because I don't know why. Like that game looked good, like the graphics looked good. So
Yeah.
I wanted to play it, but then every time I played it, like a half an hour to an hour in, I was like, what am I doing? Why do I keep putting this game in?
Yeah, it was not fun. Like, but yeah, it looks awesome. Like that and Virtual Bart, both on Super Nintendo and Genesis.
I was like that dude saying, "Well, hi there." I don't even know who that character is though. But apparently I think he's a popular Simpsons character. It's just I didn't watch the show that much when I was a kid. I don't even know who this dude is.
I don't even remember that part.
It's when you're like going into like the germ, like you're like going into the area with the germs where you have to pump up the germs and blow them up. And occasionally, like that cowboy guy would show up. What I don't know who the hell he is. I watched an episode of somebody talking about who that was and all that stuff, but I forget. And he just had a really goofy voice, and it was just really out of place.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. I think I rented that game. It's like the only time I played it.
That was like one of the easiest mini games was that one. So I'd always try to get that one if I could, because I knew I could finish it.
Yeah, Bart versus the Space Mutants. Every Simpsons game on the NES is fucking trash. Man,
I don't think the SNES fared much better.
it didn't, but
Yeah.
they're better. They're better.
They at least look better.
Yeah. Ah, man. Well, that's all the surmising scores. This may be the whole episode. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
know
he's
if we're-
like, what is he going to do if he comes down and we're no longer live?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I know how to end this. I guess if we're both just out. Well, yeah, I guess he'd still be going though. Yeah.
We could tell him that we ended it right after he started.
Yeah.
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 Spoiled Game of Thrones for everybody. Sean dies in Game of Thrones.
Oh man, that
He's
sucks.
a dragon. No, he's not a dragon.
You could fool me. I would believe there was a Sean.
He's got the spirit of a dragon.
Okay, Sean
Or-
Kemp.
Yeah,
You mean?
yeah, when he's on cocaine. Yeah.
Hey man, someone's got to do it.
I mean, is that like a brand of cocaine, like dragon or
Probably.
ice dragon, or I don't know.
Yeah. Probably. Man,
Frost dragon, I guess. I don't know.
one of them. I was damn close to buying NBA Jam Extreme on PlayStation 1 or Saturn, and Sean Kemp's on the cover. So,
Is he like? Or what year was that?
He's definitely got to be being the greatest basketball player of all time.
oh gosh,
Yeah.
that was the late 90s. I don't know, 96, 97.
We just spoiled into Game of Thrones when Sean Kemp dunked on the White Walkers.
I thought you were going to stop at Sean died. That's all it's gonna be.
He already- he said that.
Oh,
Dunked
okay.
Yeah.
on the White Walkers and saved the Looney Tune world from the Monstars. No,
Yeah, the Monstars, right?
Sounds all right.
yeah.
Sounds like a good show. Sounds like a better show than we're probably watching.
Is Detlef Shrimp the White Walker?
It's got to be him and Larry Bird are.
Sean Bradley. He's the whitest walker. Yeah.
Man, I remember I had some college class.
Are you saying white or wide?
I had some college class where this girl who was in my class was from Texas and said she was a waitress somewhere before she moved to go to Mizzou, and Sean Bradley came in and ate. Like, why does anybody know who Sean Bradley is?
Dude's huge. Like, I feel like you would know if you saw a guy that large. What would you think? Because like he's what is he 7'6", 7'7"?
He's taller than my house. That's all I know.
Let's see how tall he is. Or is he taller than that? I don't know, maybe I'm thinking he's taller than he actually is. But
I don't know.
Would you think he was
An alien?
7'6"? Yeah, yeah. Like that is one giant White Walker there. No. Would you think he was a basketball player if you saw somebody of that height?
I don't know. I'd assume he couldn't run.
Like in close enough. Like I've been to an NBA basketball game before, but I was never sitting close enough to see players that were that tall.
There's some tall motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Well, Derek, since you're here,
hello, I am here finally.
Hello, we were actually just getting ready to end the show.
Hello, everybody, welcome to this week's edition of. Oh, wait.
We may have
Way
accidentally
late on that.
moved one of your games from the top 100 instead of that.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I never even picked a game.
Oh,
I
we
just
didn't.
realized it.
Perfect. I
Derek,
truly
you
need
want-
the best time.
Surmise the score, Derek. You want? I'll just go through Cuphead for you on Switch.
Okay, yeah.
Even though we just did this, so
Sure.
this is redundant for
That's
almost everyone who's
Just
listening.
edit this one into the original spot. Yeah.
I could maybe
Okay.
edit things. I don't know.
Yeah.
86 out of 100 on the Switch.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. You broke up real bad.
86 out of 100.
Oh, nice.
Coming in last, 91, Ryan. I said that in reverse. Coming in second, Derek with an 88.
Piss fuck.
And coming in first, Ralph with an 85. And I didn't remove a game
Oh.
for some reason.
Wait,
You were waiting for my untimely arrival.
Probably like I was getting ready to end the show. Like I didn't even think about it.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna remove Driver 3 from this list. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Driver
I think
3.
I think that's a Ryan pick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the very first pick.
He loves
All
that.
right.
He loves those driver games.
Are you sure you want to remove this Corey or Ralph instead of
Alex, Corey, Ryan, Ralph. What's going on here? What kind of
instead
show
of,
do you guys have without me?
Derek? Because it's at an 87 now.
Oh man, Cuphead is.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh no, Derek.
Oh boy.
Derek, you also get to remove a game from this list.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for this. Hold on. Let me pull up my my notes, my handy dandy notepad here. Call me Dora the Explorer.
I think that was Blue's Clues, but we'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I mixed that shit up.
We'll take that answer.
Let's see.
Is your notepad blank?
Yeah, I didn't know how to write.
Do you have a giant blue crayon?
I had less than crayons.
I guess
I
it's
had
blue
markers.
crayons, or was it crayon green? I can't remember.
Let's see. I'm gonna take off.
How do you highlight anything? I don't remember.
I got it. Just I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
Man, I don't have a lot of games left to take off of this, do I?
She got like 40 something.
Take out Driver 3. Or is that
Sorry, 30 something.
Well, man, I don't. Man, that's a pretty bad. That's a pretty bad game. I'll take Paperboy 2 off of this game. I'll Paperboy 2 off the list.
you predicted that you would do that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you really? Wow.
I don't know why.
I don't know. That's crazy.
was an accident.
Raven told him that you would do that.
Nostra anus over here.
The three-eyed Raven.
No,
The
too soon.
three-eyed raven.
Yeah.
I guess we can do this game now. Since Derek's here.
Hello.
Labo Toy-Con 04 VR kit. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
A fucking mouthful, and I don't mean the good kind.
What is that called? Labo 04. Is that what you just said?
That's the
Labo.
fourth. It's the fourth Labo kit.
Labo Toy-Con 04 VR kit. Yeah.
Oh, it could just be Labo 4.
Why could they just call it Labo VR kit?
I mean, that's probably what people actually call it, but this is what it said on Metacritic.
Labo 04.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
69.
I like a 69.
69 out of 100. So, coming in dead last, I guess of 65
Just in time.
was Ryan.
Oh.
There's a reason I saved this for you. Coming in second with a guess of 72
Huh?
was Ralph.
Oh shit! I actually want something. Fuck yeah!
Winning it all with a guess of 70
Oh no!
for Labo Toy-Con 04 VR kit.
Sure, he said 70, not 77. Or
That zero kind of looks like a 7. Yeah, I don't
there
know.
is a review that is in a language I can't read on Metacritic. User review. So
What did they give it? A 0?
a 10. So
Okay.
they were rating.
That adds up. That's a user review, and it was
Yeah.
a 0 or a 10. So okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull off Leisure Suit Larry magna cum laude because
Okay.
I think Box Office Bust is a worse game.
That was my
Okay.
prediction.
That's true.
You guys are fucking killing it this week. Holy shit. You guys should do this more often.
Nah, we don't do this show very often.
Clearly,
Yeah, we actually stopped the recording after you left. Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
all off air. I love it.
it's
Mhm.
true.
The The second or third lost episode we have,
The lost season.
plus the PAX show.
That we're just saving that one for the right time.
There's like 30
Pax-
minutes of us. There's like 30 minutes of us talking about how live we were, and then we cut it off, and then
Whoa. What? Live.
what?
I said, what did we cut off live? A finger, a toe?
No, the
Internet.
envelope, the envelope holding the letter. You know, the little flap. We cut that off. yeah.
All right. Whatever works, man.
Yeah.
Big letter.
Giggity.
And that's all I got for surmisals. We got nothing to surmise except stuff that comes out in May, and I think we have some time.
Real quick, since I wasn't here 99% of the show,
No, I mean it's the floor is yours. Talk about whatever you want.
I just got a couple of things. Cuphead tomorrow, obviously. Pretty excited about that. Ralph, are you picking it up?
It's already out.
Oh, what? I thought it came out tomorrow.
It was
They
on.
put out a launch trailer. I don't know.
I can confirm this real quick for you.
Can confirm it because you would have it. I'm guessing you're reaching for not
My dick.
penis.
Well, I don't. That doesn't play Cuphead, right?
It
Well.
plays head. I don't know about Cuphead, but it does play head.
To be determined. Look at that. Can you
You
see
write
this?
head on the back.
Maybe recent releases.
Okay, so the two I'm going to talk about is Cuphead and then the game right next to it. Are you picking up this Katana Zero game?
I don't know. I mean, Tiny Hands Adventure is 79 cents right now.
Listen,
No.
if you want a Tiny Hand adventure,
No.
Just- the bathroom.
Oh shit. I've heard a lot about Katana Zero,
You
but
get that one for free. He doesn't pay 79 cents for that.
That's true.
it's true. Isn't it a game where you like have to do a perfect run of a level, or am I mixing that up with something else?
I like the aesthetic. I didn't really look a ton to the actual level design. It screamed at me at first just looking at screenshots that it looked a lot like that game I didn't play as much as I wanted to last year. That we both
Messenger.
kind of hit a wall on. No,
Halo?
fuck,
Oh, not Halo. Oh.
the fight was over.
Dead
uh,
Cells?
Dead Cells. But the reviews seem and probably just because it's a Devolver game, that it's way more Hotline Miami. So, and you say the words Hotline Miami to me, and it gets me at least a 3/4 chub. So I'm kind of intrigued to what we're gonna get out of it. So it's 15, Cuphead's 20. Cuphead's a must buy. I kind of wish there was a demo for Katana Zero, but I'm kind of intrigued by it. It looks okay.
Yeah, I'll watch
The price for Cuphead.
$20.
20.
Yeah.
I'll watch like a review of Katana Zero or something. Like I feel like I was reading. I don't know. Like it just seemed like the gameplay was not up my alley.
Sure. I just the aesthetic looks really cool, and again, you say the words Hotline Miami, and I'm like, really close to heart. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if I'll buy it, but I might give it a look anyway. And then Box Boy and Box Girl got a demo.
Check a look. Is that what you said?
I'm gonna check a look for sure. Checking
Yeah,
a look will be done.
Okay.
I downloaded the demo of Box Boy and Box Girl. I haven't played it yet.
I'm gonna check that out, of course, and then
Do they have a beatbox boy and a beatbox girl, or
Damn better.
that'd be pretty fucking cool. DJ Hero people made like a beatbox boy and a beatbox girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'd be
Hell
cool.
yeah.
They wrapped The Last of Us 2. It looks like today, or at least principal photography for Joel and Ellie in The Last of Us 2 they announced today. So that does anything for you. It does something for me because I love that game. But
Is Randy Pitchford going to say that Troy Baker couldn't do it? For the last
did you guys talk about that story?
yeah, we talked about it.
That's pretty good. I read that and I laughed pretty hard of Troy Baker being like, check your shit, motherfucker, because it's the I would like to do this show. Yeah, I don't know. But I think that's really everything. But I kind of want to get your opinion on that Katana Zero game because I'm intrigued by it. I don't think I'm going to buy it, but it looks pretty nifty.
Yeah, I need to see some more gameplay. 'Cause
Are you a full on buy for Cuphead?
I mean, I'm waiting for the physical one.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Because I mean, I already got an Xbox digitally.
sure.
I don't know.
You don't need a third. You don't need a third copy, including the physical that you want to get.
Yeah, I mean, 2's overkill enough.
Have they? And the reviews obviously were pretty good. Anything negative really pop out of those reviews saying the Switch port sucks at all, or does everything seem to be pretty
So
good?
found it broke down. They're exactly the same.
Fucking A. That's pretty exciting.
So
Hell yeah.
I kind of wish that had online co-op or online multiplayer. That would be fucking cool.
Yeah, it may be. I don't know. It'd be kind of tough probably because it's so twitchy. But
It'd be fun to check out at least. Be a good game to play online, I think.
yeah,
So
it needs a battle royale mode. I think is what
I
I'm
would-
looking for.
I would be really into a Cuphead battle royale. I like battle royales. I know you hate them and you joke about them, but I'd be into a fucking Cuphead battle royale.
Drop all these cups from the sky and they all break when they hit the ground.
Shattered. Yep, that's what they call it. Shattered.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
That's everything I've got. Really. I'll let you go back to hosting.
You don't want to talk about the Division 2?
I mean, I got to level 30 in the division real quick. I've got a couple strongholds left, which are kind of like your bases that you can upgrade throughout the game. And then I think I've got like 1 or 2 story missions left, and then I'm done with the base game. And then obviously all the DLC in that game is free. So like the Black Tusk enemy is the enemies that show up after you finish the game and kind of change the landscape of what the map looks like and reset some of the missions. You can redo those, and that gives you the option to play those missions on hard. So I'm still having a really good time with the division. It's consumed my life for sure, and that's okay. Like there's not a whole lot coming out that I want to divert my attention to, and it's really easy to just jump in and do a couple things. And again, when you get to a point of wanting to clear stuff off of a map, it's a good game to play. Clearing icons feels good.
Okay.
Getting all my golds, getting all my my pants, my sunglasses. I wear them at night.
there is a game that I was watching somebody do a retro on recently that is all about clearing stuff off the map.
Was it Prototype or was it Infamous?
Yeah, it was Prototype.
It was gonna be fun. Man.
that guy made it. He talked about Prototype as if it was an amazing game.
He's living
And,
he's living in a parallel universe.
Yeah, like he's making it sound like it still holds up and it's doing stuff that other games and aren't doing now. And I just at some point I had to stop. I had to turn it off.
You had to stop
Just gotta
him.
pull out at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I had to save myself from, so I had to pull out.
The other thing I guess to talk about that has nothing to do with video games. You guys see the Samsung Fold, that fucking stupid ass phone that keeps breaking on people, and it's like 2 days old.
No, we were talking about
No.
ghosts doing prank phone calls though.
This is true.
But
I'm really excited to listen to this episode. I promise you that.
I
Uh,
wouldn't.
that's the closest thing we got to phone talk.
Samsung is releasing that foldable phone that folds from a tablet to a phone, and people are reporting after 2 or 3 days of use that it is shattering.
Well, as long as it's not blowing up,
I mean, Samsung is just on a roll. I think
yeah.
just killing the game. I thought that was kind of funny.
Probably more exciting if it was blowing up, but a little more dangerous, I guess. Yeah.
Possibly.
Right, well, blowing up
No,
as in sales wise or
when
physically.
they told me
I guess.
that when they were, or not they, but when I heard that the Samsung phones were blowing up, I just pictured like Aqua Teen Hunger Force throwing the phone on the ground and just.
Yeah.
I wish I got that
but,
context. I've never watched that shit.
well, just watch some clips of stuff blowing up on Aqua Teen Hunger Force on YouTube. and-
Yeah. Everything Shake throws on the ground
Just
explodes.
blows up. Right on.
Yeah.
That's nice. I did watch a shit ton of Hot Ones after last week's talk.
Did you watch the Sasha Banks one?
I did watch the Sacha. I
Yeah,
watched.
Did you
the
think
Sasha
that was
Banks one.
creepy? Or
It,
no?
was, it is a little weird to take fantasy booking literally from somebody and they're paying you money. Like that's a little too voyeuristic in my opinion
Yeah,
for a
the stuff
wrestler.
that
But
she was saying sounded like she was like kind of cagey and hiding some of the
yeah,
creepier
it seemed
things.
a little
there.
more like prostitution wrestling. But I wasn't
Yeah.
going to go that far. But it definitely
Well,
felt
she
weird.
was so young though. She was
I
like
watched
a
it very young.
teenager. Yeah,
18, 19, yeah.
yeah, it was kind of creepy.
Watched the Shaq one. The Shaq one's pretty good.
Yeah,
I loved when he finally got to the bad one and he's like, Kansas City don't know shit about fucking hot wings. And then he takes a bite. He's like, oh,
yeah.
sorry, Kansas City. It's pretty-
Well, I couldn't believe he said that because I've seen him eat hot stuff before, and he's a complete wimp.
he's a pussy about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
So, I don't know. I fell down that rabbit hole real hard over the weekend, and it was not. I had been so adverse to watch because I'm like, fucking hot wings, man. Who gives a shit? But man, I got to that Gordon Ramsay episode and was rolling.
yeah,
Just
that's pretty
fucking
good.
rolling. It was so good. This
Yeah.
motherfucker squirting lemon juice and lime juice in his mouth and swishing it around and swallowing it with water. Like
Yeah,
there's no enamel left on that motherfucker's teeth.
Sean Evans guy asked for a squirt too, and he just takes both bottles and
It squirts out of the fucking
all over.
That's so good.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
the
lime did on his butt, but apparently that was doing something. But
Bobby Lee one was weird. I don't know that I fully believe that was a real
No, I
That's
thing.
think
the
it
one I
was.
watched.
I think he really did shit his pants, and I think he planned on shitting his pants.
I think he definitely forced out some poop. I think is
Yeah.
what happened,
Yeah,
which is fine. But
that dude
Yeah,
told him to tell him 30 seconds before he did it, though, and I don't think
he-
that happened.
yeah, no. But yeah, I watched the Scarlett Johansson one, and that led me down the path of no return. Although there's way too many episodes, so I won't watch them all. But man, that's a fun rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, there's some that aren't that great. Did you watch the first Machine Gun Kelly one?
I haven't watched any Machine Gun Kelly ones.
The first Machine Gun Kelly one is kind of weird, just because Machine Gun Kelly's a little weird. But
I wanted to watch the Coolio one because they referenced that Coolio one in a couple different episodes.
yeah. Did you watch the one where the fan interviewed him?
No,
So that's how I found out about the Bobby Lee shitting his pants, because the fan was interviewing him. And he showed him a clip of his reaction to when Bobby Lee shit his pants. And so I had to watch that episode just to see what that was like.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me. I haven't done anything else. I charged my Nintendo Switch to play some Yoshi and failed to do so. And that's been my life. I got the
watch
kids
the
birth-
Jericho one.
What's that?
Did you watch the Jericho one?
No, I didn't watch the Jericho one. I need to watch the Jericho one still.
Yeah.
I watched that Sasha one, and then I watched Gordon Ramsay, the Avengers one, or the Scarlett Johansson one, which is pretty good. The Shaq one, a couple other ones. Bobby Lee. I can't remember what else. A couple other ones.
Okay.
I'll give you an update next week of what other YouTube ones that I watch.
Yeah, I kind of got burnt out on them, so I probably stop watching for a while.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
just this season, so it'll be nice to get away from it for a while. But it was a good rabbit hole to
Yeah.
fall down for a little bit. That is for damn sure. Yeah, that's everything that like I said I've been doing. I plan on picking up Cuphead, so I'll try to play some Cuphead next week. What about you, Ralph? What are you playing next week?
I started up Darksiders 3 today. So
Oh, nice. Is that stream you put up?
yeah, it's like 3 minutes long. I don't know.
Your streams are always so beautiful, so concise.
And I may pick up Dragon's Dogma on Switch next week. I don't know yet. I guess I'll see where I get with Darksiders 3.
Right on.
Take some dragons down.
Yeah, was Travis touchdown?
Get your heart stolen by a dragon.
It's the way I want it.
Ryan, what about you? What are you playing?
Probably nothing until Friday when Days Gone comes out.
All of the days will be gone.
Yeah, and we'll find out if it gets torn apart by reviewers on Thursday or decent scores.
We'll find out who's getting Anthem.
Well, we already know it's Ralph, but
Ralph. It's Ralph.
Damn it.
It was $20 the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, I could buy this right now, but I shouldn't."
Don't do that.
yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
we'll have to try to steal a copy just so we don't give anybody any money, and then send it to Ralph.
We'll call AB and see if he can hook us up with a couple copies. That'll be good. Floor is yours, Ralph. Take us home.
I mean, you guys can keep going on a show if you want. And I can just
Oh no,
My-
it's fine.
my
Wrap this
curfew
bitch
is
up.
here.
Wrap this bitch up.
Well, I guess we had a great time. This was the final episode. I guess we forgot to tell you that, Derek.
Shit.
We had a great
192?
send off.
Yeah.
8 inches. I mean, eight episodes short.
We're cursed now. A ghost called us, pranked us. It's over.
Like that movie when a monster calls, but the monster is a ghost. So you know, is
Perfect.
that a movie? I don't even know.
Stranger, monster call. No, not
Monster
even.
Closet,
Yeah, monster
Something like
house, monster ball.
Silent House, Andrew Brown.
Monster
We nailed it.
Yep, got it.
We made it. I guess that's the end of it. So everybody enjoy yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
will.
if you
And
hear a
others.
cat, it might be a boy, so be careful.
Level up.
It's the grudge.
I don't even understand.